All right, well, I was sitting in New York City, unemployed. My show closed down last March, and good old Rene Mauck reached out to me to let me know that they were doing Spongebob, and her and Scott Mauck had put it together that I was probably available since I wasn't working at the moment. And Mrs. Mauck and I had tried in the past to figure out a time when I could come back and choreograph the musical, and it never worked with my show schedule. So the chaos of the year actually ended up being a silver lining, and that I was available to come back and choreograph a musical on the stage where I kind of grew up falling in love with theater, and where I got to perform in high school before I made a career of it. So I got to come back, which is also a win-win, and got to see my family, spend time with my brother. But I've been here now working with the students since March 22nd. So we had about 8-9 rehearsals to, get through a whole musical of material. I've just been throwing at them full force, and honestly, it's been so much fun, and I've been working so hard. I can admit that the first time I heard SpongeBob was coming to Broadway, I was like, why? I loved the kid show when I was a kid, of course, but I was like, why in the world are we making SpongeBob into a musical? And so I had my doubts, and then I went and saw it on Broadway and was completely blown away. It's just what I love most about musical theater. It's fun, it's bright, it's vibrant, it's exciting, it's entertainment, and it's a cool one for high schoolers because you can do so much. You can be so creative with how you approach it. If we're being sea creatures in the ocean, you don't have to do anything like by the books. You can kind of be creative with how you theatrically present the show, and it's a cool show too because it has so many different styles. It's not just jazz or just classical musical theater. It's like hip hop and rap, and then there's still that tap number, and then there's still you're a little bit more of a contemporary style. Like it's such a broad style, which is cool for these high schoolers who maybe not have had too much exposure to different styles like that. So it's a surprise show. It'll really surprise you what it's got packed in it. So I absolutely love being on the other side. I actually was pretty fortunate young, starting choreographing. I used to actually assist Mrs. Mauck when I was in high school with a lot of the stuff. We had another choreographer here who I worked with all the time, and so I've always kind of had a love for choreographing as well as performing. So I've loved, since this is, I've had time off from performing, it's kind of been nice. My little artistic heart has been nice being back in theater. I haven't been doing anything theater since March 2020. So being back in it's been really fulfilling, being back on stage in any way. And I love choreographing. It's nice that I have the time to do it, and normally my show schedule, I'm just performing. So that's been really, really fulfilling to be back in theater in any way. And like I said, I love being on this side of the production. Being back where I myself performed in high school, it's, that full circle moment's pretty cool, pretty exciting. But yeah, growing up here and performing here and this stage, I really fell in love with what I do now here. And it's like these roots, this moment is so important for the work that comes next. It's like, it is so much fun, but it is so much work. As in any career or industry, it's a degree. I went and got a degree in this, and it's not just the fun, but at this age it is. At this age, it's like falling in love with it, and then you can weather the storm. You're more resilient, and I think that's what I'm trying to focus here on is maybe some of them haven't done a musical. Maybe some of them have only done what they did here in high school. Maybe some are in show choir, some are in dance. So the technical aspect of it comes later, I'm here to of course work on it, we'll clean it, we'll get it shiny and new. But it's so much more to me about that love that I had when I was here. I'm wanting them to have fun with it. I want them to have ownership of the material in a way that they're proud of it, whether they're dancers or not, whether they're going to pursue this or not. That's at this age what I think is just the greatest. You're up here with your friends, you've grown up together, you're putting yourself out there in a way maybe you haven't before, which is so exciting and can be so scary. And so I'm really trying to infuse the love. I'm trying to really make sure it's fun. It's not just hard work. Because like I said, if anybody's going to pursue this, it's totally, in any sense, it's going to be hard work. And at this age, it's so important to find that passion and fire for it if you want to continue chasing after it.